So hi. Do you want to know what happened to okay, going back to 2012 Synergy, our first year in secondary school with Sam. So we are all Sec 3 now.
When my hair was down.
And stuff like that. So initially when I first joined choir, I thought that I was going to learn so much and I could immediately gain like achievement, like have success initially when I first joined Synergy.
Let me tell you, I thought I was good, and guess what?
When first on the day of Synergy, just like about 4 or 5 hours before our performance, we were told by our instructor, we were given an audition and said that we could not sing well, and
we didn't know our parts well.
Exactly.
And it was 7 months of practice before the Synergy, and on the day itself when we were going to perform, they said that they couldn't sing well and they told them not to perform anymore.
Initially when I heard that, my heart just broke into 1,000 pieces and I broke down that very moment. You know, I cried so badly that I told my mother I wanted to quit choir and I didn't want to have any CCA, and I told my mom that I just give up. I just don't want to do this anymore because I faced too much of failures in primary school, and when I first came secondary school, I faced it again, and then it's like, it was so sad. So, tell them about yours then, after you heard that.
I mean, first of all, you know, at Paya Lebar Methodist Girls' School, there are these prayer seats outside the music room. So basically, I remember clearly, I was sitting beside Fukana, and then there was a bit of distance in between. We were not close anymore. I was like, who there, you know what I mean? and then like, okay, so I was like, looking at her, and then she was like, we said something like, you're not allowed to perform too. I remember something like that, right?
Yeah, so
then,
we were like,
they were like, sing together, and we were singing and singing, and we were like, you know what? I was like, I think I'm gonna quit choir. What are you gonna do? Then she said something along the same lines, like, I think
I might be quitting choir as well because...
Sorry, what, library? Do you say library or something?
Yeah, I said library. I'll join library because I didn't want to have any like this one. You know, honestly, at that secondary one, at that point of a time, that's what we thought. Yeah. But then after that Synergy performance, we told ourselves, after singing songs, we're like, hey, we can do it. Why not? I mean, we sing well. We know our capabilities, we know our talent like so much more than any other people, even our instructor, who can be so much more experienced than us. We know much better of ourselves. So from that day, 2 years continuously, me and Sam, we were trying so hard, improving ourselves every moment we could, just to come back in and show everybody that we could do it better than before.
Let me tell you, if there was something that count like the Bruno Mars songs we sang in terms of like practice,
no, and
timer and everything break.
I was first given my solo after Mr. Lee came in. The joy I had was so... It was undescribable. I was literally... When I went back home, I jumped to my mother. I told my mom, I got a solo, you know. It's like... Because at that point of time, I was like, yes, I got back what I wanted. I really have got back what I lost that day. On that day outside that particular wooden chair with me and Sam, I said to myself, yes, I did it. And this year, for Sam, within a split second after the auditions, Mr. Lee said, yes, he's the one. So, what shows from this is that, what shows from this is that we persevered all the way, no matter how we got rejected countless of times beginning, and we strived and achieved all the way with not giving up. Yeah.
So, your advice to our younger juniors or juniors?
You know, you guys still have a long way. I mean, like when you guys were when we were Sec 1, that's what we faced. When you guys now are in Sec 1, you guys have so much of opportunities because your instructor, our instructor, Mr. Marcus Lee, he gives opportunities to everybody, and he believes that everybody deserves an opportunity to outshine. So you guys Sec 1s have to appreciate that, and you guys have to also like take in whatever is bad, whether you guys are like going to get rejected, like I mean not say get rejected, but like not allowed to be a solo or anything, but you guys still have the opportunity to perform, so appreciate that moment.
When you don't attain success, redefine success.
Woo!
Can I share also?
Yeah, definitely.
I was in choir CCA since the very start. Like when we were Sec 1, we were all together. There was like Jay.
Choir people, like
yeah,
thanks.
A lot of us were from Sec 1.
You were not a pioneer batch, bye bye.
Yay!
The pioneer batch was like Kavya, Joe, himself, myself,
Yeah.
Fukana.
The guy behind the camera.
Oh yeah,
The guy behind the camera.
The handsome guy.
and
Continue.
Self-praise is international degrees.
Alright, it's like, so, we have been together for all 3 years, and to be honest, right, during the synergy when we were Sec 1, Mr. Wong told Fukana and Sam that they couldn't perform. And I was always thinking like, why couldn't they perform and I was still able to perform? Because if you guys know me, to be honest, I was never a very good singer from the start. And like, it's like when when Mr. Wong said that they couldn't perform, I felt really, really sad, and I was thinking why I still could perform. And when I was Sec 1, I keep skipping many practices. You guys should know it. I keep skipping. I didn't like choir.
That was me, no, Sec 2. Sec 2.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this year, that's me.
Even to Sec 2, I still didn't like choir. Then after that, when Mr. Lee came, yeah, it really inspired me to like pursue my passion for singing. He let me continue to stay in choir, and now I'm like having so much fun together with all my choir friends. And like they kept persevering even though they faced many rejections by our previous conductors. I don't even know what Mr. Wong was thinking, to be honest.
Yeah.
I find it quite funny because like you know the vocal
Yes, do
consort
it.
thing. First of all, I mean the vocal consort, Mr. Wong, like our previous conductor, sings in it, and then I can somehow say that I've already given him my take back your words, you know what I mean? Like, because I went to audition for the vocal consort with Gerald,
You got in.
Edgy and everything. Then I mean, fortunately enough, I got in and Gerald got in. But then, you know, Mr. Wong, I remember he looked at Gerald and he was like, "Oh hey Gerald, how you doing?" That kind of thing with the exact same voice, by the way. And then he saw me and he was like, that 5-second pause, he looked me in the face and I was like, okay. And then he basically was like, "Oh Samuel, how are you doing? Oh, it's good to see that you're. Are you in charge of the CCN?" I was like, "Yeah." Then he was like, "Good. It's good to see that you're doing well." And then I was like, "Really? You think so?" Okay. But then
Says.
truthfully, I mean, I quit because time isn't my best friend.
What's the wrong?
I feel quite happy. It's like I've proven to him that I can do it, and I've done it. So, and I think that you should fight on until you think that you can't do it anymore. And as of now, that's not when you should stop. No.
I think basically it's that you really have to persevere. I mean, these two people are the ones that our previous conductors say they couldn't do it, they couldn't make it, they couldn't sing well. And now that they are Sec 3, and that was 2 years ago, now they're Sec 3, they kept on finding ways and try to improve on themselves. They kept trying, and now they both are the chairman and the vice chairman of the choir.
The best singers.
And yeah,
Best
they're the best
singers.
singers right now.
Can
They're
sample
leading us.
Sample a bit, sample.
Simple.
Come on.
Come on, come on.
Come on, Sam.
No, it's alright. Zheng Wei, get back in.
Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only thing I see. Come on, baby, it's you.
You're the one that gives your all.
You're the one I can always call when I need you. Make everything stop. Finally,
You put love on top.
Are the ones that got rejected. Like, they were rejected, and listen to them now. Like, I'm not even gonna bother singing because I know my singing is not good.
No, come on! Zheng Wei. Boss.